That looks cool.
Structural integrity down 25%.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists.
Here we are. Oh!
You've landed good.
It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
That's right.
Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
What do you know about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now,
Trying to
Parvati,
go
I do
around.
wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I'm here, Bo. Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you. You must be the town boss. I'll wait until you're finished.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I don't wear no uniform. I don't work for Spacer's Choice, boy.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Hey man, I'm here. My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we've got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Man, I'm a gangster, dog. Let's hear it. Let me guess. You want me to do something for you before you help me?
My proposition benefits the both of us.
Oh, jeez.
Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean? That means there's marauders there. That's a lot of ask of a stranger. Tell me about this plant.
The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice.
Excuse me.
Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste.
Can't you send one of your own people to the plant? That's not gonna happen. You said the botanical lab was mostly abandoned. What did you mean? And you want all that power going to your cannery?
We could use the power. Cannery's been struggling. If we don't ramp up productivity, the company might cut us loose.
I suppose that's fair. Have you tried being better at your jobs? Oh, jeez.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited.
Of course.
But there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs. They're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
All right, Reed. I'll see what I can do. How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
All right. Adelaide's older. These workers must have left town for a reason.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
It's not a little culty there, Mr. Reed. Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson. All right, Reed.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
You got a backbone,
I hesitate
girl.
to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure.
Great. I got my wrenches and diagnosticators.
She saw the hair and she was like, oh, he's a hottie.
So, I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that.
She's a mechanic.
Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. All right, CMP New Manager Seminars Companions. You've got a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support, their skills enhance your skills, they increase your carrying capacity. Oh yeah, we get double the load, double the people, double the load. That's great. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. All right. Okay, here she is. Oh, she's got a blicker and a hammer. Whoa, 121 damage points. That's a mean gun. What's mine look like? 110. Huh. Oh, she got a nice gun. I think I need to upgrade mine to where she is. Nice boots.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Okay. So, you come here often? You ride this elevator often? It's my song. We out of here.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Yeah.
Can we talk?
What's up?
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about the deserters, so what's the other side of it? Figures, Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul. What he said seemed pretty straightforward to me.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
All right. Do you know this Adelaide?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
I can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues. How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them, you were friends, or what? Can't leave it like that. Why were they arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
All right, gotta go talk to Max.
The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
All right, let's get it. I'm supposed to go, man.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Too clean. This is fresh and clean. What y'all doing? What's good?
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
The vicar? This you, bud?
Yes, what is it?
What's up, Max?
You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Quickest way out of town. Pavardi wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do. How did you know I'm an outsider? What sort of spiritual advice do you offer? I just thought of something else I need to be doing.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? That seems well within your expertise.
The way we do it's by cutting off power to the others. The ones who left.
Adelaide McDevitt's encampment. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Okay. So what do you advise? What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar? Since you're the only clean guy in here, you probably don't like people who are outcast, right? Right, great. Can we wrap this up?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Y'all talking about the fold. That's a little culty, you know what I mean? Right, just talk everyone into coming together. I'll keep that in mind. Sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. Thank you for your time.
If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
That's all right. I've been outside. I'm not impressed. I can handle myself.
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life.
Yeah,
but you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
Oh, never mind. Now you talking my language, Bo. A handsome sum, you say? I need some dollars.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
All right. Go ahead, Bavardi. That wasn't that bad. That was not that bad. You're all right. She's hanging in there. Okay. This looks more like it. You ready for this, girl? Let's do this. Traveling round the land, doing what I can to try to get the thing all done. Okay, evicted, evicted. Everybody's evicted. Oh, that's a marauder. What the flip? You ready for this, girl? Where you at, girl? Where's she at? I'm about to hit him with a two-piece. You ready for this? That's right, girl. Run this hoe. Let's go. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, give me all of that. You did that, girl. That was good. Good job. All right. Next. Get over there, girl. Reloading. That it? Fudge. Where you at, girl? Where you at?
Where are we headed?
I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but not your mother. You mentioned something earlier.
That's on account of how I never met her.
You never met your mom! I'm sorry.
It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Oh, what the junk? That's inhuman.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Alright.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to?
I know, but Vickers says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Alright. That's an ideal, not with what we live in, but what we strive for. That's wisdom.
It just comes off cold to me, is all.
Alright. Reloaded, girl. You ready to go? You healed up? That was, treacherous. Should have shot those things. Didn't I drop a dude back here? Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. Just follow the road. Follow the metal road. This is actually giving me some ideas for my Minecraft world. If you all are interested in my Minecraft series, go ahead and head on over after you watch this video.
We don't want any trouble.
What you talking about, bro? I got a candid tale for you. Look at that, I got some meat too. What's up, man? What's good with you?
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here.
Yeah, it is.
Move along.
I'm looking for Adelaide.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals.
Nope.
Already got ourselves one of those.
Is it Adelaide?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
You don't want no problems, Grace. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Fair enough.
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Oh, jeez. I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Unless Marauders got to her, then parts of her could be in a lot of places. Don't worry about it, I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
Your teeth are white for somebody who's so out here in the cut. Ah, okay.
I'll tell you what I can.
Tell me about her. Any idea where she went me hiding?
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
Snooping once? You snooped around her room?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why Marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. What is it?
I'll leave you be. Alright, let's head on. What's up, y'all? What it is? Anybody here? Howdy, how are you? Nice haircut. What's up, Adelaide?
Oh God, it's so pretty.
Oh, that's the color of my eyes. That's the color of that Mako energy. Let me talk to you, girl. What's up?
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Yeah.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea.
Tobaccorn?
I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Okay. Looks like you made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots. It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed.
True that, yes.
The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
I'm tired of South Carolina, man. I got the same, yes, same way, yes.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile?
No.
Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
You're living off power that belongs to the town. Come back to the cannery. That's about it. Reed asked you to consider coming back into town. He's willing to make amends. Something about coming back to town or losing power. I wasn't really listening.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned.
Hey!
I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant. I'm so sorry I gotta do this.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
I'm just trying to fix my ship. Your camp has a power regulator. I need to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid.
Ooh, decisions.
Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
That's true, I am a hero. I do be heroing around. I'll consider it. Let's see. What have you got against the town? I'm not looking to get mixed up into your problems. I just want to fix my ship. A hero to you. Maybe.
A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save.
That's true.
Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits.
I'll consider it. Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
What makes you think they'll come to your camp, though? I'll consider it. You think Reed is just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
All right.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Appreciate you, Mama. You're very sweet and kind. Well, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. So it looks like I've got a decision to make. Either save this little town or save that town out there, the cannery. To be honest with you, Vardy, she seems to like it here. Also, you're like one of my only friends I got here. And then over there in the town, old Suits. I'm not feeling him too much.